of science fiction.
Hello and welcome to episode 8 of Picard Season 2, Mercy. And it's just a quick review. And I found this episode quite enjoyable actually. Last week was just a filler episode, I did moan about it. But this week we got started to get some answers. The story is moving. I would have preferred this last week, but we moved. I like the beginning with the kid running through the woods and he's being pursued by Vulcans. Very X-Files. I thought it worked wonderfully. We get the FBI agent. A lot of people thought he was the time agent from Voyager. It was the same actor, but it was a totally different character. He was a kid. He met some Vulcans on a survey mission. And he thought they were going to suck his brains out or whatever until he gets Jean-Luc Picard and Guinan in the filing room. Very X-Files, totally. So we got Jurati running about smashing cars up, trying to get lithium to strengthen her thing to become more Borg. Raffi and Seven encounter her. There's a bit of a punch-up, but the Borg Queen can't kill Raffi because Jurati's inside, still fighting for control of her body. But she goes off and finds Dr. Sung. His daughter's figured out she's a clone, genetically created. She storms out on him after she uploads a VR program, and there's a VR queue. And a VR queue, it sounded. So he's there and he's saying this is your ticket to freedom, but obviously there's going to be a dark agenda with this. Now the interrogation scene was quite enjoyable. This FBI guy, like the Mulder, the character, he's like saying, I read this, because they got photographs of Rios and that, and about he comes from the future, written out on some paper, he came from the future to save humankind, and the Borg Queen's going to simulate. Oh, quite funny. And Guinan next door is where she's sat in the room, and guess who walks in queue, and he's going, well, you summoned me and all this. And he's going, you can't just summon us for a chat. And then she figures out there's something not right with him, and it all comes out. Q's dying. And I don't just think it's the Q. I think it's the entire continuum, and I think Q's terrified. Now, she does say, why have you trapped us all in the past? He hasn't. Picard's trapped us all in the past. He's got to get out of the trap. So to escape it, and then something obviously going to happen. But this is interesting. Now that Q is disappearing into nothingness or something. At first he thought the prospect of dying or the whole continuum, and he was like excited, but I think he's scared now. And there was something about humans living in the past but evolving much forward, which were quite interesting. And then we jump back to the interrogation scene with Picard, and Guinan contacts him telepathically, and he says to the FBI guy, he says, look, let's tell each other the truth. And Picard blows his mind by saying, look, we're from the future, we need your help to save, not just the world, but the galaxy. Now the irony is the FBI agent hasn't reported it, and he hasn't told anybody, and he gets sacked when he tries to tell them about, aliens or people from the future and stuff, which sort of is really entertaining. Gets fired, and he walks into the room, and Guinan's there, her and Picard, he walks in, and then Guinan inspires him, and he says, I can see that you're going to have a purpose in the future, which was really quite funny. And then we jump to Dr. Sung. The whole thing of Jurati and the Borg Queen, she is really creepy, and she sort of like manipulates Sung, saying he's got a choice of two futures, one where he's forgotten, or the other one where he becomes father of the world, and they're all like looking towards him as the saviour of the planet Earth. And his daughter, she does the runner, she's cured, and she clears off. Now, there's going to be more with that part of the story. I don't know where that's going to go. Maybe the Borg Queen needs her body. I don't know. We get to see a scene with Elnor, with Rafi. I don't know, she's got this connection with him, like this relationship. It's like she's like a mother figure to him, which is sort of cute, really. You sort of get into it. Look, this episode was quite enjoyable, but we started to get answers to questions that could have been answered an episode ago. You know, we could have been further ahead with the story. I find last two sort of episodes have dragged this out a bit, far too long for what this is. This could have been done in 6 to 8 episodes, I think. But we're moving into the crucial 2-part episodes now, 9 and 10. We're coming to the big countdown, and obviously it's all going to go ahead next week. I think the Borg Queen is going to try and assimilate Q. He's somehow going to turn up. She's going to assimilate him. Probably won't be able to handle his mental capacity of his infinite intellect. I don't know, but it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But next week, it's going to be the battle. So we've got ex-mercenary Borg Special Forces. I'm not making it up. She's almost powerful enough now to start simulating humans, and it's beginning. So all in all, not a bad episode. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. A lot going on. I like how they jump to the different characters in there. I like Rios is developing a relationship with the boy's mother and the son, you know, and that's going to become quite interesting. I like how they're on this ship and they're amazed by the technology. But I think something could happen to the mother. She might get killed off and he takes the son with him into the future. It'd be nice if he took both of them into the future. It would be interesting. Now, a lot of people have been saying this episode of Star Trek Picard is quite depressing. I have to say there has been some downer bits in it, but I found this episode there were these positive moments. I know we have to move on from the Next Generation. It's set further down the timeline, but I found there were inspirational moments in this episode. But, you know, let's get to the end and see where this ends up. You know, episode 10 is Judgment Day, so let's get there. So thank you for tuning in. I will see you on the next review. Please give this channel a like, please give it a share, please subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode. Live long and prosper.